And we're live,
We're live. Hi,
live on
everybody.
the interwebs.
Yeah. We got Vermont in the house, Ohio, California traffic. Hi, everybody. Happy release day.
Woo!
We're excited for that you're joining us. I hope that you've listened loud and on repeat today to the new single off of my new record called Chaparral. And really excited to be here with Bridget Boyle, the head of Waximile Productions, and Julie Wolf, the producer. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm supposed to go live on Instagram, so let me do that too. All right. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hi, website. All right. Well, I guess I'll start off by maybe sharing a little bit about Chaparral, and just to let you know what we're going to do tonight. We're inviting you to listen to the new single with us, and make your space as comfy as possible. This is my example of comfy, with some candles. I picked some lilacs from my yard, which smell amazing. Um, and so we're going to listen to the single together, encourage you to get headphones or a good speaker, and just take a moment. And
YouTube
then,
and Facebook.
and then, and then we're going to kick off the pre-sale, because the whole record comes out July 9th, and today marks the beginning of the pre-sale. So if you want to buy a copy of that record digitally, July 9th, and vinyl, then today is the day that you can start doing that. And then I'm going to play some songs acoustically. So glad you're here. Bridget, do you want to introduce yourself?
I do. Hi, I'm Bridget Boyle, and this is great to be here. I'm Bridget Boyle, and great. I'm also technically troubleshooting as we're doing this. So I run a record label called Waximile Productions, and we recently started the Wax Collective, which is a collective of wonderful musicians coming together to support each other through all the things that we do as musicians and as people making music and art in the world. And it's been such an honor to work with you, Dee, through this whole process. I mean, I heard you play at the Ivy Room, I don't know, 1,000,000 years ago and 3 million years ago. And I remember sitting in the back of the room and emailing you from my phone because I was so excited by your music and who you are and what you say in your music. And it's so exciting that this day is finally upon us, and Julie, it's also really amazing to be working alongside you with this project. And yeah, I'm honored to be a part of it. So thanks so much for letting me be on your team.
Yes, of course. I mean, I feel lucky that we crossed paths, and you really shaped this record and the trajectory of it. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you and with all the other artists in Waximile Collective. It's nice to be lifting each other up and know that we don't have to do this alone. So, um, and I would say let Julie introduce herself, but she's driving right now. So let me just tell you a little bit about the single before we sit down and listen. Chaparral was one of the last songs that we recorded on the record. Um, Even though it's the title track of the record, actually knew I wanted to call the record Chaparral for, I don't know, 4 years ago. I knew I wanted to call the record Chaparral, but I didn't have a song called that. I had themes within the record that fit into that, but I hadn't written a song called Chaparral. And it was after we had recorded most of the songs on the record, and I had these 3 new songs that I wrote in February. I can't remember the year, but it was for like an album, like a February album writing month that some people do. And I got 3 songs out of it, and Chaparral was one of them. And I'll wait to sort of talk more about the day in the studio when Julie and Nino can join. But we didn't know if we were going to record this song because we had already sort of done the basic tracks on the rest of the record. And luckily, one of Julie's friends, who's an amazing drummer, Allison Miller, came into town, and she was down to go into the studio, and we made it happen. We recorded 2 more songs for the record after that. So that's sort of a little bit how, this song came to be. I wrote it when I was dealing with a lot of reflection and loss and grief, and doing a lot of hiking around the Bay Area. And I tend to try to mirror my experience on nature and find similarities and metaphors to sort of make sense of what feels hard. And that's how this song came to be. I was hiking around the Chaparral trails, and it's very clear that imagery is in there. So I'll stop for now and maybe just invite you to take a breath, find someplace comfortable, get a snack, a beverage, light some candles, get your headphones or a speaker, and sit down, because we're about to listen to Chaparral, which came out today. And I think, Bridget, are you ready for that? It's muted, but otherwise you're ready, I think.
Oh, that I won't miss that when real life comes back. Yeah, here we go.
Circling, bird's eye view looking down over the serpentine prairie, like wind through leaves. Rattling brush and creaking hinges of the redwood trees. I'm here with you. Burrow deep into
We've got Nino in the house now.
Nino and Julie. Yeah. We can't hear you, but it's so good to see your faces. We had an interesting neck shot of Julie for a while. And I don't know if anybody saw that. People on Instagram probably didn't see that. Sorry, Instagram. I forgot that I had to unplug my headphones for you to hear it, but I'm so glad you're here. I see Mark. I see Mackenzie. I see Blythe. I see Coffee.
And
Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
hello.
Hello. Now they can.
Hello.
I'm trying to get on again.
So
There we go.
you might see a new face, and with
Oh, there we
Julie,
go.
we have Nino, and
Yay!
they're in the studio where we recorded Chaparral.
Yay! Okay, let's get rid of that one.
Yeah, there we go. They're in the studio where we recorded Chaparral in Richmond, California at Bird and Egg.
Oh,
Oh!
they didn't hear what you just said. Say it again.
DJ can produce a record, but not necessarily a Zoom call.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, exactly.
Is it just us?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Us and the whole world.
Oh
You
my
know.
God.
Hey Dee, can you turn your mic up a little bit for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you,
we
darling.
love you guys.
So we're here with Julie Wolf. Instagram, you can't see that, but I can probably help you out here. And Nino Moschella. There you go. Julie is the producer, many hats, and Nino engineered it. They mixed it together. Nino became, also an additional producer on the record. They played all over the record. And as far as this tune goes, I don't know if you all want to share any of your memories about the day in the studio with Allison Miller.
Oh my God, so many memories.
The song we had one day, but there were many sessions after that shaped this song.
Yeah. Yeah. But what you and Allison found in this room, just the two of you, was so deep. We could have just released that and that would have been amazing. I would say that you two took to each other musically. It just seemed really easy, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Allison Miller is like a living legend, so that was just.
So there's
super
that.
special. Yeah.
I was I was a little bit intimidated. They're talking about
You killed it, Dee. And
playing
Dee
with
sitting
Allison
at the
Miller, who
piano.
plays drums, and and Julie and Nino both are amazing at sort of just making you feel comfortable. And this whole record was that. So I love the way you two hold space, and I think this record reflects that.
Awesome. And then Alyssa's parts too. That was crazy. That was a crazy night.
Yeah. So Alyssa. During the tune, there's like all of these different disparate parts that Alyssa's doing, and Nino and I fought over those. We got so excited, but then they're all in there. But I have to say, a serious hat tip to Nino, who really the intro strings section that happens there was Nino's brainchild, and we all hopped on it, but that was your brainchild. It was awesome. Amazing and beautiful, and yeah.
I think that thank you. That was super fun. And I think that part of what I've enjoyed just about working on your record, D, and this kind of like team of collaborators and like family members is really what it feels like. Just how kind of deep the connections have been, but just how like kind of all in everybody has been, and like the kind of freedom and space to really like feel ownership over the music and project, and have your back like that, just like knowing that, like, I don't know, just I was able to it's not every record where like I feel that kind of like connection to the people that I'm working with and the music, you know. It's just like a privilege and pleasure to feel the just like the love and energy around the record and around this like group of people. It was just super special.
Yeah, it's like pouring over is what it was. And I'm so glad, like, yeah. Actually, a friend today messaged me and said that she loved like seeing us in the studio, and that it really seemed like that it was like such a open and inclusive and just like real connected space, as opposed to, I know I've had some experiences of like sort of not being held, like my songs not being held, and my strengths or my like challenges as a musician not being held, and everybody really just kind of like showed up and not only was able to like hold like the arrangement and get creative together, but also was able to sort of hold what the song was about, and I just felt really connected to everybody in the space, even at the same time while maybe I was also freaking out because I was playing. I was in a room with these two and all these other amazing musicians. On this track in particular, Allison Miller, James DePreto, Alyssa Rose, and I remember that day in the studio when the string part came together, and you were like, oh, we could do this thing where it like swells and everything drops out, and like you just had it, and yeah, when I came into this project, I definitely, I felt scared to sort of hand over my songs, and it turned out better than I could ever imagine. Like it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be this thing that everybody showed up and brought their own artistry, so it doesn't really feel like just mine, it's all of ours equally. And Julie, you've been with me in this process through the whole thing, steering the ship, and it seemed very important to you and I was taken aback by it, to like, you had me, I remember you had me read the lyrics out loud to all the musicians.
Hey, Dee,
imagine that? Yeah.
can you turn up your mic again, please?
Yeah.
I'm just getting some feedback from audience, and I want them to be able to hear your special
okay.
stories. Oh yeah, that's better.
Is that better? But Julie made me read my lyrics in like prose form in front of all the musicians, and boy, that was very vulnerable. But I'm so glad because I think it seemed like part of your process too, Julie. I don't know if you can talk about that a little bit too, but also that it was able to sort of hold that space along with like the arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, it galvanizes the room, and it connects us all through story, and it connects us to you, and it also helped everybody in the room understand what the narrative of the song was, and maybe even like how they fit into that narrative. And I remember you would read through the piece like prose, and then I would say, what does this mean for you, and what is this song about for you? And whether I know it was vulnerable, I know it, and you were so embodied and brave, and I really feel like it took the recording to a very much deeper place than it would have gone if you hadn't been willing to do that.
Absolutely. And it made me like think about because like not only did you ask me to read the prose of the lyrics to all the musicians, but you asked me to share what the song was about. And it's kind of hard to boil a song down like that,
Yeah.
It changes over time.
Right.
And it really, I think this whole record has been a journey in being intentional and going forward and going back and going to this, side to side, and coming back around, and not just plowing forward, which is kind of what I do. So yeah, I'm grateful for all of that and the way that you hold space, and then how Julie and Nino first met through this record, and seeing their
It's true.
partnership.
That is
Yeah.
true. And I'm forever grateful.
Me
for that.
too.
That's so
Yeah, and,
wild.
and
Isn't that
Bridget was
wild?
the one who told us to go to Bird and Egg, so thank you, Bridget.
I owe you an ice cream cone, Bridget.
No, we got a lot to get done when I get back to California.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Indeed, I'm sorry. I just got to say one more thing. None of this would have happened if you had not been willing. If you had not been willing to, we just broke stuff down in my office and got really deep into it. And you were so willing, and you invited me, and then subsequently everybody else so deeply into your art and your stories and your music and your life. And that is not easy. I know. And you took a big risk, and I'm so grateful you did. I am in love with this record and with everybody who had anything to do with it.
Same. Yeah, and I want to touch on one more part of the single, and then I know you guys have a session. They're technically about to work right now, right? And
I mean, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. But
I just finished the session.
and Dee, you could turn your mic up a little bit more,
wow.
Do it, Dee. Turn that shit up.
or turn the reverb down, maybe. Just for now, and then we'll adjust it. Okay, that's good. Okay. Good.
Wait, I'll follow you here.
No, let me produce you
Okay.
a glass of wine.
So we recorded the basics of this track with Allison Miller in the studio with Julia Nino.
In this room.
In this
Okay.
room. You can't see it, but at Bird and Egg, go there. Record your music there. It's the best place ever. You can't see it, but you guys can. I love it. Circling on brand. Circling. But then we had a kind of a long process of overdubs, and you and Nino played all over this track with, let's see, I mean, you played baritone guitar, Julie. Nino played electric, really dirty electric. I love it.
Yep.
The Fender Rhodes bass, I believe you played.
I did. Yep.
You did didn't you do some piano?
Yes, the muted piano string thing.
Muted piano strings, yeah.
Yep.
And we brought in Alyssa
To
Rose.
go with the violins.
Right, because we brought in Alyssa Rose, who is just incredible. And I believe James DePreto even came and did some, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. And then at the end of the process, it was right before I was going to have top surgery, which, by the way, I feel like all of this record coincided with this, journey that there's a lot of things that coalesced in this process. In both, I've recorded a lot of music by myself, and, handing my music over and bringing in so many people and really kind of doing it differently, as well as at the same time, going through a transition basically in my body. And so it was it was all part of it, and it feels very special that it lined up that way, So.
Yep.
And we were today going to release a music video, which we're super excited to share it with you, but we decided to pull it at the last minute because we got some really exciting interest in it. So we're gonna wait and share it with you in a couple weeks. And I can't wait for you to see it. It's as stunning as I think the single is.
It's beautiful.
I agree. And if people here didn't get a chance to have headphones on to listen to that song, I highly recommend it. There is some really good production stuff going on in there, like just spatial situations that require headphones.
Right.
So, and this is one of the things that we're talking a lot about at Waximile is like, how can we bring back or like encourage audience and people who consume music to like listen with detail and depth, and because we all work so hard to, produce music with that kind of attention to creating space. It's like we're literally taking music and creating an environment, and with the sort of compressing of music and streaming and the streaming platforms, it's really important, I think, to come back to the details and come back to the depth of music. And as my father, Tim Boyle, is a recording engineer, and that's why we started Waximile, was because he was seeing this trend in the music industry and really wanted to. He was an analog guy, and he really wanted to bring that back through the label. And so I'm trying to, continue that and encourage people who listen to the music on Waximile, or really any artist, like go and buy their stuff, download the high resolution files, and like put on headphones and sit down and listen, because like there's some incredible stuff happening now, incredible music being made. And I think it's worth it for us to slow down a little bit and really take it in, especially, after this year or number of years of really hard times. I think it's important to slow down and let the art speak.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was hoping that you were going to talk about that, so I'm glad that you did. Which maybe that's a good segue to share that tonight is we're kicking off the pre-sale for the record, and super excited to be able to offer digital, but again, download it. It'll sound better. CDs and also vinyl. So I don't want to put Bridget on the spot, so I'll keep talking for a second while she's doing tech. But and then I'm gonna ask Blythe if you'd be willing to put the link on Instagram. But right now you can go ahead and pre-sale or pre-order the new record. You can choose what format you want that in. And I think Bridget is going to share her screen very soon. The whole record comes out July 9th, and it is a tapestry, I don't even know, like, of lush, beautiful music arranged and made to sound incredible by these two, Julie and Nino, and all the musicians. And sometimes I have to pinch myself that it is a record of my songs. So I think I'm going to ask Blythe to put the link in Instagram, but here I'll show you guys. You can go to waximile.com/dillbilly, and you can pre-order a copy of the record. And when you do that, you'll see the beautiful cover that Genesis
So beautiful.
Really
created.
cool.
Genesis.
Yeah, it's incredible. You guys probably can't see it very well, but and the background photo of the record was taken by Luis Cubas, a photographer who is very much involved in the music video as well. And it's a picture of the Chaparral landscape in Northern California.
So go and get it.
We should have hired somebody to do like a telethon thing and like, or an auction. I don't know, but like go. Like,
actually, I have an idea. Let's have the fifth person who buys the record gets a free Dillbilly t-shirt.
The fifth person who pre-orders the record gets a free Dillbilly t-shirt, which I should have on, but I don't.
And then the 10th person to buy the record gets a free Dillbilly beanie.
Oh,
We need some
lucky
beanies.
number 10 gets a beanie.
I need me one of those.
We need beanies.
All right.
Man, Bridget, I just feel like you wear the hell out of that. with your hair.
You know.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So now's the time, my friend. Now's the
So-
time.
Get yours.
So before we go into live performance land, Julie and Nino, do you have anything else that you want to add to the people listening at home? I love you guys.
We miss you. We love you.
I miss you.
We
I
and
miss you.
all the time we miss you being here with us.
Yep.
I can't wait till we make our next record.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm naming it and claiming it.
that's right. Midwestern Sweet.
D. Dill Billy.
Cheers.
Do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, definitely miss you, D.
Miss you too.
I'm so excited for. Can we talk about that
The thing?
next week?
Oh,
Next,
yeah, sure.
I'm so excited.
But by the way, we can't. Maybe let's not say exactly what it is, but I am gonna play with all these amazing people next week, so that's exciting.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if we could say something. Yeah. I can't wait to see you.
Back in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good old time.
Yeah. Well, I love you guys. I'm so glad that you hopped on and rolled with it, and it's just good to see your face and put a face to the name of the musical wizards I like to think of you both as behind the making of this record and this single Chaparral. I love you guys so much.
We love you too. You know, before you hang up on us, you can tell the fine folks out there that we are also a bluegrass trio called
What was our name?
Appalachian Wolf.
That's right.
Appalachian Wolf. If you're
Appalachian Wolf.
from Appalachia. Appalachian
Appala-
Wolf is coming at you next. This is the next iteration of this trio, and it's a good time. Yeah, there's a video on YouTube. I encourage you to go search it out.
There's also a dog in the video.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
I see some orders coming in. Thank you all so much for pre-ordering the record. Oh my God, it's exciting. Well, you guys are welcome to hang out or leave it on mute. I'm not trying to say goodbye, but also you can go do your own thing. It's
Okay.
up to you.
We'll mute. We're here. We're here with you. I'm
Okay.
here
Feel
with
free to do
you.
as much as you can to try to distract me while I'm playing. How about?
Careful what you ask for, D.
I know, right.
Clothes are coming off. Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for taking a moment and really listening to the new single. We're so excited about it. And again, we're going to have a music video coming out soon. And thanks for pre-ordering the record. I am going to play a few songs acoustically, and there's still time. You can pre-order the record whenever you want. And I'm just really glad y'all are here. So I'm going to plug in my headphones, Bridget, which means people on Instagram won't be able to hear. So just saying that out loud. All right. This banjo right here, I think inspired Julie Wolf to get a banjo herself. And now
It did.
she basically is a banjo player now.
Now I can't stop playing banjo.
How's the levels, Bridget?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds good.
You're a yellow bird in the yellow light, in the golden hour, you burn wild and bright. But in the dawn, I felt you wane, I felt your hot love turn to cold blue pain. Then you were gone, yeah, you were gone. As soon as I said your name, you were gone, yeah, you were gone. Fast like a hummingbird's wings. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now tell me how you walked away when you left your bones in my bed frame. Or maybe I left mine with you. It's hard telling whose was whose. Then you were gone, yeah, you were gone. As soon as I said your name, you were gone, yeah, you were gone. Fast with reptilian instincts. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hope you can balance, balance, balance. And if you panic, 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 you can regenerate. Hope you can balance, balance, balance. And if you panic, 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 you can regenerate. To a yellow bird in the yellow light, in the golden hour, you burn wild and bright. You're a yellow bird in the yellow light, in the golden hour, you burn wild and bright. You're a yellow bird in the yellow light, in the golden hour, you burn wild and bright. You're a yellow bird in the yellow light, in the golden hour, you burn wild and bright. Julie Wolf in the background playing some silent banjo to everybody else, but so again, if you're just joining, thank you for being here. I'm playing a set to celebrate the release of our new single, Chaparral, and these are some songs from from the new record, which will be coming out July 9th, and you can actually pre-order right now at the link shared in the comments. This song's called Bloom, and there are many favorite songs that I have on the record, and this is one. I just love how this one came out. I can't wait to share it with you. It's sort of, it took a while to work it out because it's a strange time signature. I don't even actually know what time signature it's in. And Julie ended up writing a chart, which I don't even know how to do that. Julie?
It's not that it's in a strange time signature. It's just that there are some extra measures or extra half measures here and there. That's all. It switches time signatures, but it's not.
Switches time signatures.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
So yeah, this song has Todd Sikafus on bass, James DePreto, Darren Hahn, James DePreto on guitar, Darren Hahn on drums, and I just love the part that was worked out. So this is a more stripped down version. It's called Bloom. You won't recognize me. I'm an absence of color. I bake up space. I erase others. Tools I learned to use and hide in old wounds till there's nothing left to find. I found truth so you won't recognize me. No, you won't recognize me when I bloom. All the light inside of me are refractions of colors. I breathe like the waves. Ooh, I sing like the warbler. All my burdens go from lies and red lines. Use as promises of white sand, shorelines, and you can't colonize a dream. So you can't colonize me when I bloom. We are made of estuaries, our delta mounds from riverines. Set our hearts to sail downstream, but they're filled with salt and then with seed. On my hands there will always be blood, mixed up with shame, mixed up with mud. It's all trapped under my skin, I can't wash it away. It's how the remedy lives. I'm not as fragile as I seem. I won't take cover. Yeah, I am the other. There's no hate left in me when I bloom. We are made of estuaries, the delta mounds from riverines. Set our hearts to sail downstream, but they're filled with salt and then with seed. On my hands there will always be blood, mixed up with pain, mixed up with love. It's all trapped under my skin, I can't wash it away. It's where the remedy lives. Oh my God, I want to know what that sounded like. For those on Instagram, you can't see the full glory, but
We played the shit out of that too. Damn.
Julie and Nino were playing upright bass and banjo along with me, muted in the studio. And I really hope you probably didn't record that, but damn, I wanted to hear that.
We also have a winner for our t-shirt contest.
Oh, who's the winner for the t-shirt contest?
We have Craig won the t-shirt contest.
Wait, Craig Saddlemeyer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Craig was a contributor to the record, which I haven't even talked about, but congratulations, Craig. Craig and I go back a really long way. He made a music video to one of my songs a long time ago, and I got to make music with him on one of his films. I'm so glad that Craig won.
Yeah, Craig, I'll email you to get your t-shirt size. Yay.
Yay. I love it. So yeah, that was Bloom. Can't wait for you to hear that on the record. So I'm gonna play another soft one. This one goes out to my love Blythe. It's called Ohio Shaped Heart, and it also it was a really special process in the studio because Julie is also from Ohio, and so there was I think a special connection between us on that song, and
True.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and you really, yeah, it's one of the songs on the record that I just feel like the arrangement that ended up happening so held the song in such a beautiful way. And you know, sometimes it can be overdone, overproduced. Songs can be overdone and overproduced, and you just really took such care of that song. And I don't know. It's like it's kind of magnificent to me, like how much you held that song. I felt really connected with you.
I did too. That was a really deep go in for me because of the Ohio piece, and it feels like Ohio. It feels like driving on an open road with crops.
Yeah.
Either side of you. And Nino, man, I mean, I remember it was when you were not here and when we were doing all the weird mad professor stuff. Nino was singing into a guitar. I was playing the muted piano bits, and it just like I don't even know what to say. I don't want to take up more time, but thank you for letting us hold your phone. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. So that process, I can't wait to share more about that when that song comes out. But it was really special. And is she about to say something? No. Okay. So I wrote this kind of, my partner Blythe is from Ohio, and she has lost a lot of people and continues, unfortunately. I think we all know somebody that has been lost to an overdose. And so this song is, it's kind of strange to say it, but it's kind of about falling in love, but also learning how to hold that really deep grief that is, it's mixed up in systems of oppression and, things that are bigger than us. And so this song kind of holds both of that. So I'm going to play it. And I'm in Ohio right now. I wrote this song before I moved to Ohio. I kind of thought that I would move to Ohio when I wrote it, but I wasn't actually very sure. We weren't that far along in our relationship at that point. And now I'm here. I don't know where you came from. Conjure you right out of my dreams at night. And I don't know where we're going. I just hope that I'll be holding your hand when we fight the good fight. Fell in love with you on a full moon night, and in that silver light we were a black and white movie that I can't stop watching. I just hope they never stop us making our getaway across state lines. And in those morning hours, I'll try and let you sleep, and you can greet the world as quiet and gently as your Ohio heart needs. There's magic in your green eyes, and when you look at me, I see the northern lights. High up above all the sadness, I can hear the coyotes howling. They don't keep their joy inside. And on those sleepless nights, when you have bad dreams, I will be your shell. You can hide from your loss and your grief and your Ohio heartache. And life can swarm around you for seasons every day. Bodies made of water make weather in our veins. And if you need some time, I will carve out the space, and we can take this love to the edges my bones will not break. I'll be Ohio heart-shaped, Ohio heart-shaped, Ohio heart-shaped, Ohio heart-shaped. Again, I can't wait to hear what Julie and Nino were just playing. But that song also on the record, it features James DePreto. He's playing dobro. Darren Hahn on the shaker. And Todd Sikafus, I think, on electric bass on that song. Julie added some cymbal hits. I remember that. We recorded that song at 25th Street in Oakland with Gabriel Shepard. Yeah, I don't know how to pick a favorite from the record. There's so many that I love, and that is one of them. Okay, hold tight. I'm going to switch instruments. Or I'm going to tune.
Well, while you're tuning, I will tell you that Nino was singing into a guitar.
Yes, he was singing. Nino did sing into a guitar.
Well, right now he was when you were playing.
Again.
I was playing piano and he was shouting into a guitar.
I hope that happens when we see each other.
Well, we were just discussing that. I think it is going to happen.
Oh my God. We have some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline. I can't wait to share with you guys. So I'm gonna do I think a couple more songs. And if you are just joining us, this is the listening party pre-sale live performance for our new single Chaparral, which came out today, and you can listen to it anywhere. But you can also pre-order the record. And it sounds better when you have like the hard copy, or at least you download it. So there are links in the comments on how you can pre-order the record. It comes out July 9th. And it's been a long time in the making. And so we've had a lot of opportunity to really add lots of lush layers on this record. And I'm really proud of it. So I hope you get your copy. All right, I'm going to do a tune that, again, Chaparral was sort of an added song. We didn't know if it was gonna be on the record. I wrote it kind of while we were already in the process of recording the record. This is another one that I wrote. The last two songs I'm gonna play actually are songs that I wrote after we had already sort of slotted out like which songs were gonna be on the record, and we had already done basics. So we weren't sure if these were gonna make it, and this is one of them. And I wrote this one as part of the February album writing month, which is a fun thing to do if you're a songwriter. I forget exactly the details, but I think it's like 14 songs in 28 days. And Chaparral was one of those songs. This song is called Weatherman, and when I wrote it, I just had Willie Nelson in mind, which, you know, if anybody knows Willie Nelson and he wants to cover this song, that'd be cool. But Julie really kind of, it wasn't finished, and she kind of was sort of a part of the process of the song before it was done, and so we ended up co-writing this together. She really kind of changed the tempo, the melody, you know, sort of extended certain parts to sort of like, and then added a bridge, a really beautiful bridge that I just was like, you could do that? Wow, okay.
And you played a beautiful lonesome cowboy.
That's right, yeah. Basically, Julie was just coaching me the whole time. It was like, okay, just think lonesome cowboy, which is a dream. Okay, so this is Weatherman. It's probably faster than it is on the record. Sorry, Julie. I'm as sure as a rainstorm. I wagered all my money. There's no telling what I'd lose without you there to warn me. I look outside, the wind has died, and now the clouds are parting. I am a weatherman predicting weather, and it's always changing on me. Overcast shows up on the map, but the sun is shining through the curtains. There's a reason that you're always opening the windows. I can feel that there's a rise in temperature, yeah, it's warmer than I expected. I am a weatherman predicting weather, and the wind has changed direction. Yeah, hot and cold, there's so much in between. Hands that hold the beauty in broken things. Yeah, I know there is more than these two extremes. As sure as I'm born in a thunderstorm, the pressure's always mounting. But I'm not good at letting go of my expectations. So roll the dice and let it fall where it falls. Your guess is as good as mine is. I am a weatherman predicting weather, and it's always changing on me. I am a weatherman predicting weather, always changing on me. Always changing on me. All right, that was Weatherman, and I said I was gonna play one more, but I actually had two more that I was gonna play, if that's all right. I guess I get to decide. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play a couple more. So glad that you guys are here. These are songs from the new record coming out July 9th, and we're celebrating the release of Chaparral. So, Julie, do you want to say something?
Yeah.
I love you, Julie. All right, so a couple more for you. I don't need to do that. I've been doing headphones the whole time, and I didn't need to do that. Okay. This song, also, again, written in the February album writing month. I didn't get 14 songs in 28 days, but I did get 3. I got Chaparral, Weatherman, and this song, Frey. Again, I don't think we knew that this song was going to be on the record either, and it was performed with Allison Miller as well. And in the overdub process, I feel like this transformation happened, and I feel like it was Todd Sikafus sent a bass part that we ended up using. He sent it from like a distance. We ended up using that bass part, but only parts of it. And I feel like it was Nino who kind of came in with this, and Julie as well, but it was like you guys were feeding off of each other, but this guitar part that totally, I feel like it changed the feel of the song in this way that was unexpected, and I was like, holy shit, I love that.
Yeah. And Nino took Todd's bass and rolled off a ton of low end, so it wasn't functioning as a bass part anymore. It was functioning kind of more like a motif, like this tight little motif that popped up throughout the song. And
you play is this the Rhodes bass?
I think I played Rhodes bass on this too, or Moog maybe.
And Moog,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love
anyway, yeah.
And Alyssa Rose came in on this one too, and played an
God,
incredible string part that just like it just squeezes my heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's Frey.
I remember
for you to hear that.
After Alyssa did her stuff, I just wanted to chew on her. She was so amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So here's Frey. I got me a map to cut out my home. State line islands to patch and sew. Highway threads and the rivers weave. No matter how you sew, it comes apart at the seams. I know we're cut from the same cloth. Wear a heart on your sleeves and take everything off. And when the pieces of you don't match the pieces of me, we can line up the edges, fold you on top of me. Don't let this get in our way. Let's not get lost in the fray, Sign signs of struggle, torn up clothes. There's the shape we were born with and the shape we make home. Quilted memories like a patchwork coat. No matter how it changes or how much we outgrow, yeah, I know we're cut from the same cloth. Wear our heart on our sleeves, then take everything off. And when the pieces of you don't match the pieces of me, we can line up the edges, fold you on top of me. Don't let this get in our way. Let's not get lost in the fray, in the fray. Yeah, when the pieces of you don't match the pieces of me, we can line up the edges, fold you on top of me. Don't let this get in our way. Let's not get lost in the fray, in the fray. So that's Frey, y'all. It was recorded with Allison Miller on drums, who is also the drummer on Chaparral, which is why we're here tonight celebrating the release on Wax Emily Productions. You can pre-order a copy of the record now on digital, CD, and vinyl. And you can stream Chaparral, the single, everywhere right now. There it is. So I'm going to close off. I'm going to do something. Yeah, it's kind of vulnerable because the song Chaparral was, if you haven't heard it, you should go hear it. If you weren't here in the beginning to listen to it, I encourage you to listen with headphones because there's a lot of parts in there. There's a lot of things to sort of suss out, and I feel like you could listen to it several times and find something new. And that's one of the things I love about this record, that all the songs are like that. But I'm gonna do a real stripped down version of Chaparral for you tonight to close out this celebration, and I am so grateful that you all joined us. And I love that sort of last minute Julie and Nino ended up kind of joining the Zoom, and they're in the studio where where Chaparral was recorded, along with many of the other songs and the overdose of the songs. We also recorded a bunch of the songs at 25th Street in Oakland. But this song, Chaparral, lived in that room. So, all right. Circling, bird's eye view looking down over the serpentine prairie, like wind through leaves. Ooh, rattling brush and creaking hinges of the redwood trees. I'm here with
deep into the ground where there is no sunlight to reach. I am laurel seeds, waiting for heat to sprout from the ashes the wildfires leave. I burn bright blue. I'm here with you. Weathering, eroding away the mistakes that we carved in mahogany. Endanger me, save me from destroying the beauty from inside this desert dream. Yeah, I split into, I burn bright blue, and I'm here with you. In this arid sun, I am an empty well, and underneath the ground, I am Chaparral, circling, 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 circling. Circling, 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 circling. Circling, 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 circling. Circling, 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 circling. Yes, I am in bloom. I split into, and I burn bright blue, 'cause I'm here with you. Yeah, Nino. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear that. So that's Chaparral, y'all. It's out today, everywhere. And yeah, the new record comes out July 9th. And you can pre-order it now. And stay tuned because in a couple weeks we're gonna have a gorgeous music video that we're gonna premiere for the single Chaparral. I can't wait to share it with you. This track was produced by Julie Wolf. It was engineered by Nino Michello. It was mixed by Julie and Nino. And Nino also did additional production. And it features Allison Miller on drums, Julie and Nino everywhere, Alyssa Rose on the string part, James DePreto, and my dad is singing at the end on the circling, circling, circling part, and that was really, really special to me. And the last thing I want to say is that that this record was crowdsourced by a lot of people. There was so much generosity involved in making this happen, and there are a lot of folks who crowdsourced and helped fund and bring this into existence. So I just want to say thank you. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to Bridget Boyle from Wax Emily Productions. She's been in this. We met right before we were going to start making the record, and you've just made this bigger and, brought in more people. You're responsible for a lot of the connections that have been made and really made this, just you enrich this experience. And I'm so grateful to be your friend and to be on this journey with you and on your journey as an artist and a musician. Don't forget that.
I'm working on it.
We want to thank
Yeah.
you too, Bridget.
Thank you so much, Bridget.
Oh yeah, wow. It's an honor. I mean, I love working with all of you so much. Oh, look at this love fest. I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like I want to cry too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Bridget, thank you for all the behind the scenes work that you do on everything as well, including this listening party tonight. And y'all keep your ears open for the Wax Emily Collective. We have a group of amazing artists: Coffee Brown, Liz DeRoche, Katie Kolpitz, Genesis Furman, Bridget Boyle. Perhaps we will grow that group with some folks in this Zoom, but stay tuned for that too. So.
And also I want to say that Genesis Furman has a new record coming out next Friday as well. So there's a lot of amazing music that you're just going to get to listen to all the time. It's going to be so great. So keep your eyes out for
Maybe you can
Genesis's
put
record.
in the comments how to pre-save their record or pre-order their record.
Yeah.
It comes out Friday, May 28th, so a week from today, and it's incredible. Genesis Furman is one of my favorite songwriters, and so a lot of great music coming out this summer, and so please mark your calendars for that and check out the link below. All right,
Cool.
y'all. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Happy
We love
release
you.
day.
Love you,
Go
Dee.
listen to Chaparral, buy the record. We love you.
Bye, everyone.